Hello everybody, it's me again, Eileen. We've received quite a few of your worksheets back now at Open Door, and I'm really pleased that a lot of you have taken the time to complete them. The one I prepared is the What's the Time worksheet, so I'd like to walk through this with you. As you can see on the screen, I have a completed worksheet, so we'll walk through what was expected to complete it correctly. Now, as you can see, I put my name at the top, so we'd hope that you would have written your name there. And we'll move down. What's the time? Complete as much of this worksheet as you can. On this side, we have an exercise called Match the Time. And on this side, Write the time. We'll look at the Match the Time first. Now, the first one was done for you. It's 4:30. And the arrow was drawn to this clock where the big hand is on the 6, indicating 4:30. And the little hand is just past the 4. So it's 4:30. The next one, it's 11:15. This arrow is pointing to this clock where the big hand is on the 9, which indicates 2:15. The little hand is just before the 11, so it's 11:15. The next one, it's 3:00. The arrow is pointing to this clock. The big hand is on the 12, little hand on the 3. Big hand on the 12 indicates o'clock, so it's 3:00. Moving down. This one, it's 7:15. Now the arrow is pointing to this clock down here, where the big hand is pointing to the 3, and the little hand just past the 7. Big hand pointing to 3 indicates 4:15. So it's 7:15. Now, the next one, you'll notice, was the mistake. Apologies for that. It says it's 4:30, which was wrong. Should have said it's 6:30. Now, down the bottom is the clock, where the big hand is on the 6, indicating 6:30. The little hand is just before the 7, or just after the 6, in between the two, 6 and 7. So it's 6:30. The next one says it's 1:45. Now we did a 1:45 earlier. So 1:45, the big hand is on the 9. And 1:45, the little hand is just before the 1 because it's 15 minutes or quarter of an hour before 1 o'clock. So it's 1:45. The next one, it's 5:15. Now this one, I need to scroll up a little bit. It's an arrow going all the way up to this clock here. I've done 1:15 before already. Yeah. Big hand on the 3 indicates 1:15 or 15 minutes past. And the little hand is just past the 5. So it's 5:15. And the last one on this, it's 5 o'clock. And I've drawn the arrow up to this clock. And again, as we had before, The big hand is on the 12. The little hand is on the 5. So big hand on the 12 indicates o'clock. Little hand on the 5 says it's 5. So it's 5 o'clock. So that's it for that side. And we'll move over to this side for you to write the time. Now this is exactly the same. We've only done the quarter pasts, the quarter twos, the o'clock and the half past in this exercise. So if we look at this one was given for you. Big hand on the 12, o'clock. Little hand on the 7, 7. So it's 7 o'clock. This one, big hand on the 6, little hand just past the 11. It's 11:30. This one, the big hand is pointing to the 3, so it's a quarter past. The little hand is pointing to just past the 9, so it's 9:15. Moving down, big hand is pointing to the 9, little hand to the 4, or just before the 4, between the 3 and the 4. So big hand on the 9, it's 1:45. Little hand towards the 4, it's 4:45. So 15 minutes before 4 o'clock, 4:45. Back to the o'clocks, big hand on the 12, little hand on the 10, it's 10 o'clock. Moving down, big hand on the 6, little hand between the 1 and the 2. So big hand on the 6, it's 1/2. Little hand between 1 and 2, it's just past 1, so it's 1/2. It's 1/2. The next one, big hand on the 3, so that indicates 1/4. Little hand just past the 12, so it's 12:15. 15 minutes past 12 o'clock. A quarter of an hour past 12 o'clock. It's 12:15. Last one. Big hand is on the 9. Little hand is just before the 8. It's 7:45. Big hand on the 9, 1:45. That's 15 minutes before the hour, before the o'clock. Quarter of an hour before 8 o'clock. So it's 7:45. So well done, everybody, for completing that. And hopefully we'll get a few more in as well. Then there's a couple of questions, 4 questions. What time do you get up in the mornings? Now, I've answered this. I said, I get up at 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock. 8 a.m., if it's a time in the morning, we put a.m. after the number. If it was in the afternoon, we put p.m. So we could say 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock, or I could say 8 o'clock in the morning. What time do you go to bed? I go to bed at 11 p.m. That tells me it's the evening, it's night time. Or 11 o'clock, I could have said. Or 11 o'clock in the evening. We could even say 11 o'clock at night. What time do you have lunch? I have lunch at 1 p.m. or 1 o'clock. Now, This is after 12 midday, so it goes to PM. So I have lunch at 1 PM, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What is your favourite time of day and why? My favourite time of day is the morning. I like the morning because it's usually quieter than the rest of the day. Thank you, everybody, for completing the worksheet and for watching this video with the answers. Hope to see you all soon. Bye.